Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to CCG Esports. We are back with another ESEA Advanced season here today from the casting. This is me, Zane, along with Inflict, bringing you guys this week's games. It's gonna be starting off with CCG Esports facing off against GrannysKnockers this time. What a name to begin our week, right? Inflict.
Yeah, a team that hasn't exactly had a great season so far themselves, with only 2 wins and 8 losses across the season, as they're looking for some redemption to conclude things out and bow out of the league with respect. But while CCG, they're still trying to grab as many wins and potentially make it into the playoffs if possible. The first round, the pistol round has started. I believe Granny's Knockers are currently on the CT side, while CCG have successfully been able to get the bomb down. With only 3 players alive for them to work with in the postman, they're gonna have to and keep 4 players away. Trehan successfully takes one out. Fat Guy gonna take the lead from Ram. Owen finds a frag, a nice little crossfire crack, and stuck into a corner, and all of CCG falls down within mere seconds. Trehan was the only one to find 2 frags, and the first round goes the way of Granny Knockers.
Yeah, GrannysKnockers starting the game out strong here. I mean, Nuke is a pretty CT-sided map, so you have to give it out to them for that one. A successful defense coming in from their side to kick things off, which is going to give them a little bit more lead. You know, in CT side, if you lose the pistol round, if CCG were able to grab this one, then it would have been a huge pressuring to defend this nuke map, even though it's CT sided. But now, with the pistol round in their favor, they should be able to start things off in their favor, start things off nicely. They should be able to grab maybe one or two more rounds, but that totally depends on how CCG plays this one out. Because even with few pistols like Tech 9 or anything else that you can go with, you can still grab a few rounds if you want to. But looks like it's gonna be a forced round from CCG's side. They're gonna pick up 4 Galils in here along with the Mac 10, but Sacre starts the round with Fearless Beetle here, so that's one down from CCG already to start this one out.
Yeah, this is not going to be an easy round for CCG to deal with, and hence, well, it was the case. Trehan now tagged down to just 1 HP, stayed alive for a little bit, but eventually was going to go down. Fat Guy finds the final frag, and that's going to be the second round on board for Granny's Knockers with quite ease here. No struggles for them so far. They lost 2 kills, but it seems like they're gonna go for a reinvestment here, a full one actually. An MP9 botted with a full set of utility, and on another player having purchased an M4. So 3 rifles across the board, a shotgun and an MP9. This should get them through in this round with ease. Of course, CCG, they have absolutely no proper weaponry to work with whatsoever. They're just working with some pistol upgrades at best. And then even if they're able to hold those 3 rifles, especially, they should be good for the next round too. It won't exactly be the best case scenario, but they're gonna have a formidable arsenal to work with. Another great start here for Granny's Knockers as they take 2 players away. CCG, they were able to put Sirs down, but the smoke keeping a different distance between Javiera and Kraken, who does have some backup to work with as well, but Jenny's all alone. Tommy's gonna be everything on Fat Guy. Unfortunately, only one shot is all that Jenny's gonna get, leaving only 2 players behind, and both of them they fall immediately to the hands of Heavy Zara and Owen. Third on board for Granny's Knockers, and they're off to a really good start.
That was very close to getting those 2 kills onto Fat Guy and I believe that's Hebizera. So Fat Guy and Hebizera almost going down there, and they were able to find those 2 kills. That could have been potentially the round in favor of CCG. Even if they didn't, that would have been some economical damage that they have dealt to the side of Granny's Knockers here right now. Now, so far, Granny's Knockers, they have been able to do really well. Colin just walk. Uh, yeah, no, that's probably some lag there. Went down to the, yeah, he got a disconnection. That's quite unfortunate. That is the first round buy round from CC's side, and this incident happened. That's gonna cost them big. That's one of your weapons gone. And with 4 members alive, it's gonna be hard. On the terrorist side, you need as many members as possible to try and go for those aggressive pushes, to try and take down the walls and defenses. But it's not gonna happen. But then again, Jenny comes in with a clutch kill, beautiful headshot there, beautiful angle. That's gonna put the numbers in on equal terms. But still, the defenses are held high, and this op shot will just take things further in the favor of Granny's knockers right now. As that gives away the lead back to them, and now CCG have yet to find a site, yet to find make a decision, because it's only 45 seconds remaining. Jenny's gonna be able to find one, keep bringing values for the side of CCG squad as they head towards that B site. It's not gonna be easy to pick up. Fat guy able to get one more. Owen CS finds another one, and Owen to wrap things out for Granny's knockers. That's gonna be a quick round, but a quick unfortunate incident happening to CCG, giving the round away to Granny's knockers.
Yeah, that really was unfortunate. Colin getting disconnected right at the beginning of the round, wasn't even allowed to do much damage. But Granny's Knockers, they're gonna take every blessing that they possibly can, and well, this round should be a blessing as well for them to work with, because CCG, their economy not exactly great, so they're gonna be working with pistols all across the board. Not a lot of util purchased up either, while it's all rifles across the board for Granny's Knockers. So this should be a fifth round quite easily, unless CCG can pull off somewhat of a miracle. It's gonna require a lot of persistence if they want to score their first. But so far, doesn't seem like that might be the case. CCG a bit spread apart. They do have 4 players all together that have pushed up to a secret, but one of them is still lurking about. Sirs has found a frag on the tree and he's walked away now. Got some help available in Hebizara, who jumps down from whence, gets a frag, and walks all the way back up. Squidward gets another. Sirs gets a second of the round. Last one alive is getting Colin, but he too shall not survive for long. And a flawless fifth round on board for Granny's Knockers, and CCG are yet to get their first.
CCG yet to break the deadlock here, just constantly getting shut down every single time. Nuke is a heavily city sided map, but still at least you should be able to pick up a kill or two, even if you're on the eco round, because Nuke is known to be like those close combats. You don't take long range combats. Whenever you enter the building, whenever you enter the facility, you always take these close combats. So if you have 2 or 3 members sticking out together, try and rush through, try and be aggressive, and trying to push through the defenses. You should be at least losing 1 or 2 members, but at least get one kill, and deny Granny's knockers off of their economical privileges. They have stacked up quite a nice reserve right now, because CCG hasn't been able to pick up any frags in this game at all. And if you can't get a frag, then CT, they're just gonna have a pretty easy game. This time, a full buy from CCG's side, a full, not a full utility. Some of them are quite lacking on that part, but still, this should be the round where we should be able to see some differences or changes. Otherwise, this game will be pretty one-sided dominance, because CCG, the last time they had a full buy, it was an unfortunate incident, Colin disconnecting, so they weren't able to do much. But this time, with hopefully with the luck on their side and nothing weird happening, they should be able to pick it up. Treehan now has his favorite weapon. He has a op, and if he can get a early frag with that op, that should give the advantage away to CCG. They're gonna try and get towards that ramp to open up the B site. It should be a pretty easy opening. Kraken is staying up far behind to find an easy kill onto Fat Guy, making a rotation here. So that's the one to start off the round. I thought it was going to be Treehan, but it was Kraken. It's still the same. Fake towards the ramp, and now as they head back towards the A site. But the A site was covered by many members from the side of Granny's Knockers. They have left the side, though, somewhat. They've made quite a few rotation here towards the B side. One guarding from top above is going to be able to take him out. Colin and Jenny with the dual combination, they're going to be able to pick it up. And a good round from CCG here to fake things off and force out 3 rotations towards that B site, giving them an open site to play with. Now, as they're back onto the side again. CCG are already taking up position here. Gonna be able to find Squidward here. Upsetting for him. Treehan finds another one. That's gonna be the round CCG is looking for so long, and that is gonna be a very smooth round played by them.
Now, yeah, one of the slower ones that we've had in this game so far, CCG, they took their time with their approach, but eventually they made it work. As soon as the final execution went down, it took them about what, 3 to 4 seconds getting the final 4 frags. The trades were on point. They took their sweet time setting themselves up, but as soon as they were ready, they went ahead with the execution, and it worked out near flawlessly. Only losing one player in the final few moments of the game. So the CCG, their game, it seems like they are well aware about what their strategy is, what their approach is. They just have not been allowed to execute it prior. Sometimes it was the arsenal not working out. Sometimes it was Colin disconnecting. But the first proper gun round that CCG have, they do claim it. Now I'm gonna try and follow it up with another victory. They're off to a decent start, a one-on-one trade to kick things off here.
Yeah, and things have slowed down again quite a bit. CCG knowing that they've lost 5 rounds, they want to take things slow, and I feel like slower approach is working for them so far. They just need to find a few frags. They have an op on Treehan, and if they can find a few frags, and look at that, Jenny's gonna be able to get just another one. Slow approach. They are picking up frags here and they're breaking the defense slowly but steadily. Is happening. The defense is crumbling, and as long as you can get through the defense, that's all it matters. Now Hebizera is there out in the corner. Hebizera is gonna be able to get another one. Jenny picked up that kill. With that kill, it's gonna be the equalizer. 3 versus 3 right now, but the site, they are heading towards that B site perhaps. And if they can, this could be huge. And this time again, no members of the side from the side of GrannysKnockers is there, but they're gonna be able to get one member inside the site. Hebizera is gonna be able to get that shot. It's a 2v3 retake, not in favoring CCG right now. The positioning doesn't favor CCG as well. They are kind of stuck in that corner. Treehan's gonna be able to take an aggressive peek to find one, finds a second as well at the same place. He knows where the last one is. Fat guy is gonna be there, and Treehan finishes him off. And that is wonderful performance by Treehan to give CCG their second round, merely losing that round and giving everything away, but Treehan clutches it out. That was
So far, so
very,
good
very
for
close.
CCG. Yeah,
Yeah.
came down to the wire, and CCG has successfully broken through the financial wall that Granny's Knockers had set up. The reserves are completely burnt out. They're putting everything into this round. A couple of compromises across the board as well, but overall a decent looking arsenal for them to work with still. But if CCG are able to win this one out, then they're gonna start to mounting a comeback, a proper one into this round as well, into this game, and hence will knock Granny's Knockers not off their game. But this round is gonna be essential. They win this, they break them down completely. The lost bonus hasn't exactly been completely set up either. Fat guy off to a great start gets a frag and gets to walk away with his life for the time being. CCG, they're trying to make progress over towards the outside area. Colin sort of leading the charge. He's the one far up ahead. Sir's gonna spot him out. The shots do get traded, but the kills confirmed on neither side. Push finally coming in. Sirs, he's feeling the pressure. 29 HP, and up goes he goes up goes in personal behind the flash, gets 2 frags with the MP9 and gets to he's done a lot more damage than he should have been allowed to do. So Colin now that's the last one alive, and he knows there's not a lot he can do. Falls eventually to the hands of Heavy Zera, and that's going to be the 6th on board for Granny's.
Yeah, that's very upsetting right there. I mean, CCG Esports, they had a good few rounds, and in the middle they just dropped their tempo again like that. That round was played pretty wonderfully by GrannysKnockers. You got to give it out to them. they had a quick, unexpected pushes, aggressive plays that CCG were not expecting. But then again, you should be expecting these kind of plays coming in, especially from the CT side. Since it's a CT-sided map, SMGs can be very, very vital and useful. And you gotta get those aggressive positioning in hole now, like this one. Colin and Treehand start this one out very quickly here. There's gonna be one kill coming in from Heavy Zera's side, but immediately traded out. Bad guy from above. He's gonna be able to get a one. He's gonna be able to get the double there. He is still surviving. No trade kill this time around. CCG were doing such a nice job trading out those kills, but now they're gonna have to take a little bit of time off. They know where both of these players are, though. They know where Fat Guy is, and perfectly awaited. Nice flank cover there, right track, and to get the kill onto him. They know where Squidward is. He gave away the sound when he walked away from that middle spot, so they should be able to get the bomb down. They should be able to defend it out pretty easily. As Squidward, he is the only one down left, and he does have money, but I believe he'd want to save that up because it is going to be necessary against CCG to try and defend these sites.
Yeah, this run is practically done for CCG. Again, they win their third one out, and the loss bonus. Good news for them. The loss bonus has been set up. Has been completely knocked off as well. So it's gonna take a few rounds for the side of Granny's Knockers to build it right back up. They're not going to have a lot of money to work with in this round. That should limit what they're able to purchase up by a great margin here, as the two of their players shall be struggling quite a lot, while only two of them should be able to purchase up a rifle if they wish to force in this one. And from the looks of it, they are going to do so. Actually, not even two full rifles. With one op was saved up, so that's going to be one already taken into this one. And Sirs was able to purchase a rifle as well. Owen with a FMS, but overall, it's not looking too good for Granny's Knockers so far. A timeout called out as well, and CCG they've made somewhat of a decent comeback so far, but with three more rounds still remaining, it could go either way. And this again, this Arsenal, it can work. It's certainly going to be difficult, but Granny's Knockers, their positioning has been quite well. They in the rounds that they've started off strong, where they were able to grab two frags. They have been generally successful. That's where most of their success has come from. CCG in the rounds that they were able to slow things down, set themselves up how they'd prefer to be set up, and take the fight a tad bit longer than usual. That's where they have succeeded for the most part at the very least. So we're gonna have to wait and see which team is gonna be the one that dictates the pace in this round and in the game moving forward.
Yeah, definitely. While now CCG, they are trying their very best to keep the game going in their favor. You know, they don't have many more rounds to give. It's already 6-3 score line here. They're gonna be able to get a 1-for-1 trade here, a good one at that. Colin was just around the corner, but he did receive a lot of damage in that trade, something that would not be good for them. And now as you mentioned, they Granny's Knockers, they have really good position throughout the entire game. It is a city-sided map, so I feel like CCG, if they can just get one more round out on the first half, then that should be enough. And this shotgun is just doing so much. He's gonna go forward just to get another guy, Fat Guy, sometimes from above, sometimes from the ground, sometimes close up. He is pulling up numbers and he is doing these plays, catching CCG off guard, left and right with SMGs, with shotguns, with rifles. And I feel like he is on a different level right now. Seventh round for Granny's Knocker. CCG, I'm gonna stand on my words once again. They just need one more round, and if they can get it, and I feel like 8-4 scoreline in the first half should be decent enough for them to give them a decent advantage on the second half. Even if they lose the pistol round, still it should be okay, and they should be able to make a comeback here. Oh, bad guy this time, just bad nade.
On trade to kick things off here, CCG realistically do not stand much of a chance, but they've gotten two frags. Kraken still alive. He's picked up a weapon as well, and oh, he's doing damage. They've made it put it down to 2 versus 2, and another headshot delivered. Okay. Now it's looking somewhat possible. Jenny 4 HP, Kraken 34 as well. So and Squidward, he's working with an op. So both of them are gonna still need a full bullet, of course. So this is not entirely impossible actually. Squidward's sticking with that operator, with that op. He's not going to pick up a rifle, an auto rifle at the very least. So this might just work out for CCG. They're gonna creep their way back onto the A side. The bomb yet to get planted, and there's nothing that Squidward can do to deny it. He's heard the bomb going down now, and he might just walk into Kraken here at this point. He's going up, and he's not ready to take that fight head on. Kraken, 4 kills for him. And what an absolute menace this man is as we head into the last round. Kraken converts a pistol, an eco round for his team, all on his own with a 4K.
Yeah, and that is gonna be the round that I was desperately hoping for CCG. And with that round, I think they might have just probably put themselves in a position where they can still play the game from. And if they can get this last one, which should be going in their favor, opponents only have SMGs, but this rush again from Sark is gonna just do so much damage. He throws away the nade as well. The nade is gonna finish off two of them. That's a perfectly cooked nade, and looks like Fearless Bill and Trian is gonna be served. And Sars is still surviving. He's still holding that position, like holding everybody off, and looks away. Kraken, he doesn't have anybody to take his trade, and Owen, he follows up Sars, and he doesn't even go down for that. Triple for him, as this is going to be a quick round taken by GrannysKnockers. CCG should desperately look for this pistol round to try and make that comeback more than alive. But even if they lose the pistol round, they should be still able to work their way out. But as I mentioned before, as I mentioned at the very beginning of the game, you should never lose a pistol round in if you're in CT side in any map in CS2 right now. It's just straight out bad. The game dies for you if you lose the pistol round. It feels like you can't win two rounds straight after that. It's not even one bonus round at that point. It's gonna be two bonus round if you really want to go with full buys and full utilities and everything, because you need kit. The utilities cost extra when you're on CT side. The weapons cost extra, and the weapons aren't even that good. I mean, it's just bad. I mean, M4 can't keep up with AK despite it being heavy, like more expensive. This time, few frags and few fights taken out and in. It's gonna be going slightly in the favor of GrannysKnockers because all of them are at full HP, while CCG Colony is quite low and the site has been opened up. So that is gonna be the C4 planted, and CCG now gonna play the retake game here.
Yeah, and the game's not looking that good for them, realistically speaking, as two of those players are quite weakened up as well. Prehen, good opening, and that's exactly what they were looking for. Now Owen and Squidward are the last two remaining. They're gonna get pressurized, but oh, both of them find a frag each. They deny the pins even before it began, and the last one alive is gonna be Jenny. No defuse kit to work with. So now this fight is just out of desperation. Gets both of the headshots. Nice clicks, unfortunately. I'm not sure if Jenny has the time. 2 second one, and oh, just 0.7 seconds remaining. Had Jenny jumped a little bit earlier, maybe this round would have been possible, but a nice attempt nonetheless in that one versus two. Unfortunately, though, GrannysKnockers, they put up the ninth round, and now they only need 4 more to close out the map.
Yeah, and losing the pistol round does hurt a lot. But again, as I mentioned before, according to how the map works, even with that pistol round off the board, they should still be able to make a comeback here. Now they're gonna have to lose this one round, but if they lose this one round, then it's gonna hurt really bad because CCG, they're taking a gamble right now. They're not going for a full eco. I would have recommended going on a full eco, but Tree Hand starts the round out nice, so that's at least something for them. They don't have weapons on everyone, but the only weapons only on the three people that they have. One of them were able to get one, so that's one less weapon from the opponents to worry about here. But still, there's four more active. They have two pistols on CCG here, but if they can find good values out of these pistols, if they can find the first battle here, then they should be good. Tree and finding more values. He's gonna be able to get one more. Deals a lot of damage down to Squidward, so that is a lot done already from the side of CCG. So it's already really good. Oh, the pistol! No, he misses out the shot.
Oh,
He deals so much damage. It's all down to Owen though. It's very much doable for CCG.
it's favorable for them so far, actually, I'd say. But for this beetle, he's picked up an SMG of his own. A flash is all that Owen has. A Galil, of course, is going to be preferable at range as well. So if he can take these fights from further away, he's going to have a tremendously better chance. He's heard them, both of them actually. One hops on the bomb. They have absolutely no idea where he is. He opens up the door, a free frag to kick things off here. Tucked into the corner. Colin goes out for the push, but again, a similar scenario. He doesn't have a defuse kit. Just exactly the way the last round ended as well. Colin's going to be forced to back off, save that MP9 because this round is not going CCG's way, and the money on the CT side is not going to be good either. That's going to be double digits secured for Granny's Knockers, and they're off to a great start. CCG with their backs against the wall at this point, and no money to work with as well. The 11th here should be relatively easy for Granny's Knockers as well again.
Yeah, that is the bonus round. I mean, going very heavily in the favor of GrannysKnockers here because CCG they took the gamble. That's a gamble that will definitely hurt you. Now it's gonna be proper eco rounds, so that means GrannysKnockers will be able to pick up one or two more rounds. Considering how it goes in the next ones for CCG, they're gonna be able to afford only one weapon onto Colin, and he's the only hero person in the team. I mean, he has money to spend, so he is going for it. Owen CS finding the first one onto Jenny to start things, kick things off here. Colin, he's the one who went for the fearless beetle. Beautiful there, double deagle shot there, and in this pistol rounds, these deagles can find such a great value. And CCG, they might have brought the round in their favor. They could find a triple as well. Fearless Beetle rotated in onto the heaven, but it's gonna be headshotted by Heavy Zero to bring the numbers down in their favor once again. And they're gonna be headed towards the B site. Fat guy coming in from behind, and no idea Treehan as he gets down. And Fat guy is gonna be able to find the second one as well. Fat guy again, just constantly finding frags for Granny's Knockers. And now, as we head on to the 11th round for Granny's Knockers, things are looking really bad for CCG Esports. They need to make a very heavy comeback to get their stance back on this game. Again, against a team that you mentioned wasn't having a great season so far. 2 wins and 8 losses so far, which is potentially a lot worse than what CCG's current standings are. But CCG getting to a scoreline like this against a team who hasn't having a great score shows like there's a lot of things that is lacking that needs to be fixed and worked on in this particular game.
Yeah. But they're not done just yet. They're still here for a fight, and they're putting up a good one in this round at the very least. 4 versus 2 turn into 2 versus 3 now, and still in favor of CCG as it stands. But slow down, sirs. He's making his way across. Both of the players are actually pretty close by, looking for any opening they can find. Treehan gets one. That's going to be the bomb dropped as well that Owen has to retrieve. Perhaps an A kept getting picked up as well, but he has to be careful here. Gonna hold on to get the Galil at least for the time being. But this round should be CCG's without a problem whatsoever. Owen doesn't have a smoke, only a Molotov. That's not gonna block any vision. So he's certainly relying on getting 1 or 2 frags before he can hop on a plant. Otherwise, CCG isn't gonna make it easy whatsoever. Making progress. Is now gonna try to walk in towards the A side. Kraken should spot him soon, and he does. If a man shots to the body to finish Owen off, and that's going to be the fifth on board. Map point avoided for the time being.
Avoid it for the time being, but they need to avoid it for quite some time here. CCG bringing this game very close, but once they pick up the pace on the CT side, they should be able to keep it on. As we look at the economy from the terrorist side right now, GrannysKnockers, they don't have much to work with, and they're gonna have to go with whatever they can. I mean, besides fat guys, everybody else is having a really really bad time from the GrannysKnockers side this time around. They go inside. Hebizera is gonna be able to get one call in, takes a trade with the nade, and it's gonna be a quick rush towards the A side to find the site here. Squidward still can't get the plant due to the molly blocking his way out, but that should be a quick entry and quick plant as well, which is definitely gonna give them the money that they needed to go for full buys on the next round. So that's a good play by them. SARS coming in from behind. He's definitely gonna give away the sound, and that is gonna be him taking out still two more members alive. And CCG, they should be able to wrap this one up pretty quick and easy. No questions asked, but they are not gonna be able to do so. They get impatient, run down the heaven, and drop down at the bottom just to get both of them killed. But the last two will not make the same mistake as them. It gets really close when it shouldn't have been, but CCG were able to bring it back nonetheless.
6-11 CCG. They're starting to look a little bit strong as the money has been broken down from GrannysKnockers here as well. They're not going to be able to go for a full purchase. Only pistols across the board. So CCG, it's going to be a sigh of relief, at least for one round for them. Unless something drastic goes the way of GrannysKnockers, this should be their round. So they are closing the gap one by one, of course, but they're still down by 5 rounds, and at any given moment are at the danger of conceding map point. Not a place you want to be in, and not the start you want to have. Fat guy getting 2 frags with a Tech 9 already putting CCG in danger. No weapon thankfully picked up except an SMG in the hands of Sirs. But that's gonna get taken away. The AK comes into play. Jenny finds his 2 great frags. It's gonna open up the side back to CCG, back in their control. The remaining 2 players, they've been completely cut off. So the bomb should get defused with ease. Jenny already hopped onto it as Shirley Speedo finishes off the frags, and the 7th on board for CCG.
That is a very quick round and a quick one that CCG will take definitely. And now still has a buy here. We're going to see a timeout come in from the side of GrannysKnockers. They do need a timeout. They're very close and they just need to play one round. One good luck going in their favor should just be able to wrap things up pretty easily for them. Now, I mean, it is going at the very end of the situations here. I mean, we're at 7-11 scoreline, and GrannysKnockers, they have been playing some good rounds in the CT side, even with half buys. This time they got a full buy. They got the weapons to work with. They just need to find a few frags, and I believe if Fat Guy pops off, that is gonna be the round that they need. But CCG, so far they're doing good. Their reserves are stacking up a little bit. All they have to do is just hold their grounds, not give away too many kills, not make any mistakes, and hopefully, fingers crossed, not have any technical issues, because I feel like CCG is having quite a lot of them on this game. A quick rush coming through, all the mollies and nades drop down, and again, as I mentioned before, Fat Guy just needs to pop off just a little bit. Hebizera and Fat Guy will be able to just do that. Colin picks up a trade on the way. Squidward misses that op shot. That's going to give CCG some edge here, but Fat Guy is quite deep inside. He gets taken out here. And Kraken going forward. The molly is going to be dropped off. Does get hit by the molly. Some damage done. Squidward still surviving despite making that mistake. It's all down to Kraken right now. A quick rush round coming in from the side of GrannysKnockers to give the advantage away towards their side, and CCG. This aggression wasn't held on by them. Their defenses broke down, and I feel like they just went down one after another. No trades, no proper trades come in. And that is the round given away to them. And again, another timeout called by GrannysKnockers. to try and possibly set up another aggressive strat like this one to try and finish this off and possibly put the last pin in the coffin and bury CCG down.
It's certainly not looking good. Force buy coming in. Thankfully, it's a good one for CCG as they are against the ropes, about to just get pushed over. While on the other hand, the money's not great for Granny's Knockers either. If CCG are able to somehow win this round out, then they might just stand a chance at closing the gap a little bit more. Of course, winning, it's still a little out of their reach right now. Is one more round. At any given moment, one single mistake could cost them the map at this point. Bad news, Colin falls immediately at the beginning of the round. It's gonna be not the start that CCG were hoping for, certainly. A push coming in from outside as well. It's gonna be Fearless Beetle trying to make some progress, gets spotted out, hence forced to back off. Taking their time with this, keeping CCG on their toes, especially the madness advantage. They're gonna have one less player to cover all this area on the map to defend. The shots not connecting through the walls, the pre-fire is not working out with the push. It's changed direction. Jenny holds down the ramps area quite nicely, gets two frags before eventually going down, and hence provided the equalizes. It's a 3 versus 3 even after the trade. Sets up their team really nicely. And once again, Granny's Knockers, they slow down after that engagement. They have been after every single one in these last few rounds. And now finally making their way across the site as well. Kraken all on his own for the time being. Over towards control room. Gets one. Looking for the second. Unfortunately, wasn't able to find it. 2 versus 2. Door opened up. Owens barely survives that engagement, but unfortunately his teammate does not. Gets one frag, but the trades come out. Fearless Beetle finding the final 2 kills and gets onto the defuse. They survive for at least one more round. CCG, they hold on by a mere thread.
That's just a bare minimum there from CCG. They're just so close, and I feel like if rounds goes so close like this, then it's not gonna cut out. CCG, they need to find a better way of dealing with this kind of situation. The aggression coming in from Granny's Knocker seems to be taking a toll onto CCG right now, and if they want to keep this game alive and force it into an overtime, which is what's gonna need to happen. They need to set up their defenses properly, use the utilities to stop the aggression from coming in from GrannysKnockers side. This time GrannysKnockers having a full eco round, which means CCG is gonna be able to take this one very easily if they can just find these frags. But so far GrannysKnockers, none of them have went down. Jenny coming in from behind, he's gonna be able to get one. He does have the information and the sound cue of where the others might be if his team is properly communicating with him. But looks like GrannysKnockers, they're going to be switching it up really quick. They do manage to get one trade kill out of Fearless Beetle, though. That is something. And they have a totally free site, the B site. Nobody's covering up. CCG constantly giving away this site, and just some sounds away towards the A site. They have forced all of the members towards that side. Now they have weapons. That is one good news, though. While SARS is the only one with the weapon with only a Mac 10 in hand, but he has the positioning, he has the information, and he has the upper hand. He is coming in from behind SARS. If he's able to find a few frags, that is going to be huge. They still don't know where he is. The Owen gets traded out with one. SARS is still behind. SARS is going to be able to get one with the Mac 10. That's one fallen, and time is not the friend. And they're going to be going inside, trying to deny the bomb. SARS is going to be able to get one. Guess the second as well. SARS coming in from behind, finding a quad kill there, shutting down the aggression of CCG, and that's CCG losing the eco round towards Granny's Knockers. And my oh my, that is definitely going to be hurting very, very bad. Losing against a team who didn't have a good season, who's down 2-8. And CCG now, I feel like they're looking really, really down on this season.
Yeah, this was honestly No, it doesn't look like a good game to lose. Quite honestly, that's all there is to say about it. Because Nuke, there were absolutely zero wins on Nuke this season so far for on the side of Granny's Knockers, and well, as we stated multiple times at this point, they only had 2 wins across the whole season, 8 losses. This is going to be their third in CCG. They get pushed down further, as this was their seventh loss and only 4 wins. There are 3 more games for them to be played, and their chances of making it into the playoffs are looking slimmer and slimmer. They're gonna have to win all the next 3 games to have a chance, but we're gonna have to wait and see how that pans out. There is gonna be another game on Wednesday, 9 p.m. EST. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Hopefully, CCG are able to put up a good fight. Hopefully, they keep the hopes for playoffs alive. But if they lose that, the game will be over for them in this season. But we're gonna have to wait a little bit, a couple of days before we find out how that game is gonna end. But until then, it's gonna be that's gonna be it for us on the broadcast here. This is gonna be Zane, Inflict, and Apcon signing off. See you guys later.